395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens. The All-Pro Justin Tucker set to do the honors, and we are underway now from Baltimore. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Two straight wins for the Chargers as their offense takes the field. Phillip Rivers, he's been hot not only in the last two games, but the last three, hitting on 72% of his passes, over 1,000 yards, and 6 touchdowns without an interception.
Yeah, that's the key stat right there. No interceptions. They're maximizing just about every possession, putting up monster numbers, and really complimenting one of the better defenses in the league. So now you're getting both sides of the ball playing at a high level. Look out AFC West and anyone who's in their path.
Because right now, top of the AFC West, Chargers, Chiefs, Raiders, all tied at 6-6. This is Gordon, and he is level. Knocked down hard, right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. From the gun, Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
Right, that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Now Gordon on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, here's how they will line up for Baltimore. And defense, it was really good, paving the way yet again last week in the victory over the Lions.
This is the Baltimore defense that they talk about playing every single year. And they had a concerted effort to get back to playing that type of defense in the preseason. Now, the #1 team in takeaways added 3 more to that total against Detroit. Lead the league in interception with 20, total takeaways 29.
Second down following the run. Gives to the first man through. Wow. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Rivers from the gun on third down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that third down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw the little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. He can't get him down. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Ooh, that's taking a real chance on the opening drive of the ball game. I get wanting to be aggressive, but you don't want to leave your defense in a bad spot right away. Fortunately, they're able to convert here on 4th down.
First down, Rivers. It's complete right side to Benjamin. So not much to speak of scoring-wise in this first quarter of play. 0-0 our score. We're back to Baltimore after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you and you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Rivers now on 2nd down. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on 1st down? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Flacco here on 2nd down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Here's Flacco. On the screen, this is Woodhead. Evades him at the 20, and they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it in every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. His end zone. Rivers finds his target. It's Gates. And all the way down to the 42. A big play there for the Chargers. 56 yards.
Do you get the sense, Brandon, that people are trying to retire Antonio Gates? They keep thinking this is almost the end of the line, and then he keeps making catches like the one we just saw there.
He's the old reliable, you're right, just one of 9 players in the NFL with 100 or more touchdowns. Remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll have Larry Ridley's highlights, but points obviously hard to come by in this first half. Larry will be in Orlando with our halftime report in about 2 minutes' time.
Yeah, he and his staff are putting together nothing but defensive highlights from the first half, and there's nothing wrong with that as far as I'm concerned.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down.
He came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box, and guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Sets up the screen to Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see, great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Travis Coons now to add the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Coons out to kick now as he'll send this one away. The return man, Chris Moore. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
First and 10 here for Flacco. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing here on first down, Flacco. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
Now Coons on to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Now Flacco. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now it's Flacco. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. reception here. Rivers across the formation. He's got a man. That's Allen. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. And they'll send Williams in motion right. A first down throw here for Rivers. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point. And our score stays right where it is. Kuhn's out to kick now as he'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Justin Tucker for the extra point. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has a lightning quick halftime. These guys hardly made it to the tunnel. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now Joe Flacco and the offense heading back out onto the field. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong colored jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision, right? Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talk about what the coverages are and what they're seeing. So you used to look at the snapshots, now you look at the Microsoft Surface Pro. He's got to analyze what he's seeing and be more accurate with the ball.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
On the give, this is Collins running left. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. Operating off play action. Flacco going long here for Wallace. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Flacco. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Trevor Williams with a pick. He's got daylight. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Buying time to his left. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
All right, Brandon, instead of breaking down, that last play, I got to ask you, is that time of year? Because don't the fantasy football playoffs start? Aren't we ending the regular season? And if so, how's your year going?
I know, yeah. In the Godden Family Football League, it is starting next week. I'm on a 6-game winning streak. I'm 9-4 going into the playoffs.
Look at you. Are you going to be the number 1 seed?
I'm not. I'm the number 3 seed, but with my win streak and where I'm at, I'm kind of like Aaron Rodgers and the Packers last year, except he's better looking and more successful.
So do you tell everybody to relax, or do you just guarantee victory?
Oh, I just guarantee.
There you go.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And that's complete. It's Watson. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth. Now the ball comes loose. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Here's a first down run with Collins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost. You can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Flacco. And out of bounds right around the 20. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Flacco from the gun. His throw caught right around the 6. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first carry for the vet, Danny Woodhead. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. And quickly they get to the line. 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run with Woodhead. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, I don't have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Alex Collins punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Well, since that pass hit the ground, time to have some fun, Madden World. Marcus Peters, I know you saw this. You see him throw the flag into the stands last week against the Jets?
A little bit of frustration because there have been a few pass interference calls, defensive holding calls against Kansas City. and this one happened in the end zone, so it set up another touchdown opportunity for the Jets. So Marcus Peters had enough. None too happy. There's a flag on the ground, and he went ahead and expressed his displeasure by chucking it into the stands. My favorite part, though, was watching the crowd in the stands.
Oh, they were taking selfies.
They grabbed the flag, and they're all taking selfies. First time has to be in NFL history, the fans taking selfies with a penalty flag.
The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Completes it to Benjamin. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. Oh, able to avoid him. Finding some room at midfield. That one good for 33 and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
And I think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Williams, the man in motion left. Rivers to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Rivers. Throw right side, complete to Williams. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Red zone opportunity. counter. Here's Gordon. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Off the bootleg. Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. He's at the 40, 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Tucker now for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 22-yard line. Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. And the numbers show the improvement, and this is kind of what we thought we would expect to see from him. I know we overanalyze these things sometimes, but what switch? What's flipped that switch?
Sometimes I think when you're as great as he is, you just kind of roll out each game and expect good things to happen. And that's not always the case. Those guys on the other side of the ball, they're the NFL 2 for a reason. So maybe at halftime he gets a chance to regroup, kind of get it back together, get a little extra resolve, and now he's putting it into practice.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon, and he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. Finding room at the 30. Skirts by him at the 35. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down at the 18. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. operating from the gun. Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Shift together here from the D-line. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And an alley to run. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. Rivers here to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.